Welcome back to another episode of your favorite thing. It's your favorite thing. Hey gang, welcome back to another episode where today we will be looking at Get Your Own Thing, a very hip, popular, well-known track that I made. And I hope you appreciate my Christmas decorations. I really tried my best. It's Christmas season. I like getting festive. What can I say? Figured I'd throw on the old lights in the background. Actually, let me go plug those in just to make it extra special. Well, that's a bummer. I think they're broken. Alright guys, let's do this thing. They're so bright. Alright. We'll just leave those back there for now. They'll add a little bit of ambiance. Let's go and hop in the session here. We'll start at the very start. We have our vocal intro. Keep your children above the underwater. Heard that you go down, it gets harder. Baby, keep your sons and your daughters above. So this is a fun little part. I'll just run through them real quick. Water, heard that you go down, it gets harder. Baby, keep your sons and your daughters. Everybody life goes calling, telling you it's far from over. Sharks infested, no one knows. So keep above the underwater. Pretty fun. Yeah, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Just a lot of harmonies, some crazy auto-tune and cool effects. We got a vocoder in there, which is pretty sick. It's just like the stock Logic vocoder, so it is like borderline not great, but we gave it our all. And then what helps give that like slow down tape effect is a remix plugin that is also stock Logic. Again, sponsor me Logic. Yeah, it's just this remix plugin. And then I think I affected the little vinyl thing here. You just click it on one end. One of them goes faster, and one of them slower. So I just use the slower preset. So got that cool effect. And then it drops into this big pow. And we'll look at the drums. So as of now, we just have snare and kick. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty crunchy. I like that sound for this song. Thought it could help give it some extra punch. And later on in the song, add these like stereo hi-hats, make it sound a little bit wider. Some tom fills, aka one tom fill that I copy and pasted. And then this like weird clap crash thing, like I don't know, you know, this is music, baby. We don't have to know, we have to feel. Anyways, so stays that way throughout the whole song, same beat, except for in the bridge. It gets a little crazy, got a little bit of a build up. Hi-hats kind of carry that guy. So that's our drums. That's the intro. Let's take a look at our bass, because that's pretty simple. We have a low bass. Which it doesn't actually sound low. I guess it's mid. Our mid bass. So we have this guy going. We have a high version of it, kind of giving some life, help it lift a little bit. And then we have a low, more like a pad. And in the bridge, it operates kind of as like a not an 808, but just like a fuzzy boom, boom. So I have a few synth basses going on there. Give a little bit of depth. I guess this is a pretty simple song to run through. Kind of nice, kind of fun, kind of quirky, kind of cool. All right, let's look at the keys here. So these will be our main, like the driving force of the song. We have a old VHS tape synth, stock Logic. So yeah, we have this guy. We also have a higher part playing higher up on the piano. And those build a good foundation for us. And then in these like instrumental breaks, we have Patty. Good old Patty. And he's just like a fuzzy, I guess it says 80s synth. And that carries throughout the whole song up into the bridge, where we get this cool vocal chop section. And I got that from Foundation Keys, is I think what it's called in Logic, unless I renamed it Foundation Keys, which I might have, because that's also named Foundation Keys. So I can't exactly tell you. I believe that's what it is. I'm not an expert. If this series teaches you anything, it is that I am not an expert, but I'm getting there. Anyway, so the vocal chop is pretty cool. Cool element for a bridge. And then we have coming in a funky solo harmony. Is it funky? You decide. Cool harmonies, cool vocal chop. Patty comes back. We have the other keys. And then at the very end of the big breakdown, get your own thing. We have these flutes, which are just kind of fun. Truthfully, they don't sound great by themselves. But you can like kind of hear them in the background. It just gives an extra little lift to the end. It's fun variety, different sound effect, soundscape. So yeah, that's kind of the synths for the song. Oh, and then at the end we have the vocal chop comes back in a few times. Yeah, and I like those. I think they're cool. They like add a sort of, in the same way that a tom can sometimes be a fill, I think they're a cool like transition piece. So that's our synths, and then stepping into finally the vocals. So keep above the underworld. I like that. I was inspired by Coin for this song. And they always have these like really cool fuzzy vocals, a lot of delay, a lot of like tape saturation stuff that I didn't know what to do at the time. But I thought for what I knew at the time, this did a pretty good job of it. That little woo. So we have our main verse. We have our verse left and right with a lot of delay on them. We have our pre-chorus, which I cut up all of my pre's into 7 parts, apparently, probably for editing purposes. And everybody wants everybody else to have the same things. Everybody else, they got their own thing. Those are pretty straightforward. No, like, crazy stuff on them. It gets crazy in the drop, or the O's. We have our main one. We got some fuzzy left and rights. And then a harmony, a high harmony. So that's pretty fun. Then we step into the bridge. So we have the same O's as before. Got some delays. Bop. Bop.
You think, baby,
We have the
it's your
bridge.
best. I know I put you to the test. You don't really have the gas, do you?
Nice. And then it breaks down into the big bridge. And then at the end of the song, I added these little bops. Yeah, so that's kind of the song. Pretty straightforward. It was, like I said before, pretty innovative for me. That's what it felt like at the time. It felt like I'd made something new that I hadn't messed around with before. And so this one has a special little place in my heart. I love the acapella at the beginning. Yeah, I just think it was really fun to make. I remember making this one. I made this one and the internet back to back. I think it was the same day. It was either the same day or like one on one day, one on the next day. And I was just kind of in a mode, I guess. I don't know. I love them. So, and this one was really cool. So, yeah. I mean, that's what we're looking at. Thanks for tuning in. As always, that's just a little sneak peek of what's to come. Anyways, bye.